eternal where daylight dies. The Lord of Barovia watches from the skies. His castle looms, a coffin of stone, a kingdom cursed, a root alone. Adventures lost to fate's cruel hand. Step forth unknowing into the land. The cards are drawn, the night grows near. Welcome, my friends, Strahd is in mists eternal where daylight dies. The Lord of Barovia watches from the skies. His castle looms, a coffin of stone, a kingdom cursed, a root alone. Adventures lost to fate's cruel hand. Step forth unknowing into the land. The cards are drawn, the night grows near. Welcome, my friends, Strahd is
Hello. Intro has been nice. It's been so far. Yeah, thank you. Yep, I just dropped it a little bit there for a second. Yeah, I just think it's the ISPs right out here right now are doing so much work because we're supposed to have like a 15 to 20,000 growth in our population like within the next year. So
Why?
the Air Force Base is getting the bomber here. So that brings
nice.
6,000 airmen just for that plane.
Mhm.
Plus, if they have, families, plus everything that follows as big changes happen to Air Force bases. So there's a lot of stuff going on infrastructurally here in town. And so hopefully it's not too bad, but I also know that I need to let the stream go for a while if it does put you guys behind a little bit until you catch up a little bit more, or at least not end it on titties, because that's, as funny as it is, I don't know if I want the channel to be known for that. Although it would
We're
be
going
funny.
to have to end every show.
It
with
would be
titties.
funny to have a channel known for titties and not have any titties on it, That would be probably be pretty good.
This is not true.
It's like I came for titties and I got no titties. What's going on?
We said it a few times. But yeah, here we are. Ready to play another episode of Sanguine Destiny and see how you guys do against the Mists of Barovia and the evils that lurk within. I feel like last episode, your little expanding group grew by quite a few members, as Periwimple is now with you, and so is Irina as well. And yeah, it's pretty good. You know, both of them are going to be helpful for sure. And I think you gained enough levelage now that not everything is going to be extremely scary, although there is some very scary things out in the land still. But we'll kind of get to that as, yeah, we'll just go around and see how everybody's doing today. And we'll start with you, Biggles. How are you today?
I'm doing good. I was supposed to be in my office today, but yesterday I decided to start building one of my my shelves where I could put all my anime figures so I could move these boxes here.
Nice.
And I did not realize it would take me like 4 hours to do, mainly because I was like trying to watch the Met game on my phone. So I am sitting on a couch trying to play this, and I have to like crawl in and out to get to my desk because there's another desk behind it. So I'm good. But yeah, tomorrow I might actually be able to do stuff. But today I am stuck on a couch. So I am E-Thought Biggles today.
All right. Well, you should make
E-Thought
it short.
Biggles.
What should we?
Sounds like a rapper name.
E-Thought Biggles. Yeah. Get some good lyrics, put it into many music generators and see what you get, you know? A couple shorts. Speaking of E-Thoughts, Anthony, how are you?
This is a true statement. I'm very e-thoughty. I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good.
It'd be like the was it SNL that had Patrick Swayze and Chris Farley, the Chippendales? Yeah.
Yes.
That would be our version of E-Thoughts, you know. Which, hey, if it works.
Check it out.
Hey, Moss, how are
Some
you?
new sales permit? I'm doing good. I may or may not have been working on another campaign that's going to be running after Jacob's Ladder. So I'm kind of excited about that because there's a lot of cool stuff. But I'm also excited to get killed by a hag.
Yeah.
Are you going to go after him?
I mean, we can't just let Hobokinn go in there by himself.
Why not?
I mean,
He's big, strong.
I think
What do you mean?
Numlock already lost his master. He can't just be abandoning people to face an untimely demise. You know?
What do you mean? It's not a fun idea to run into place with the deed of place in pocket without reading capability?
I think he'll be fine. Everything.
We've come to evict you, hag.
He's going to become her #1 fan.
Exactly.
He already bought some pies
It's
from her.
the e-thought.
You're gonna be charging this chick rent in the form of meat pies. You'd be like that one guy. Oh God, what was the guy's name? Dickovich in Spider-Man 2. Do you remember that in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2? Mr. Dickovich.
Oh, yeah.
Rent.
I mean, with the guy of my size, slinging meat pies probably sounds like a euphemism anyways.
Look, looking back at Spider-Man 2, you know, Peter Parker's an idiot because he could have gotten free rent if he just married the cute, innocent girl who probably made amazing food and lived a nice little friendly neighborhood spider life.
She gave him cake.
Yeah.
And he was so dismissive.
Freaking
Peter.
Redheads will do that to you.
Always going after Mary Jane, who's obsessed with the astronaut. Whatever. You know what? I ain't
Well,
heard about it.
Speaking of obsessed, we are in an interesting moment here as you guys find the windmill, old bone grinder, as it was laid on paper and told to you about through some of the people you asked. And it seems like there are maybe occupants in this windmill that you have the deed for. as you sort of walk by, Hobokinn gets the amazing smell of fresh meat pies, and he heads towards the door. So I'll let you guys take it away. And you can see that the
Hobokinn,
door is
are you
slightly
sure?
ajar, as it is not
Oh.
in any sort of great condition. And you can see that, with the little bit of wind, it is sort of moving a little bit. It would take almost nothing to open it. And you can hear what sounds like an old lady kind of humming a simple tune. And as you step closer, the spices and seasoned meats and the fresh pastry and all those assault your senses.
I'm gonna open the door.
Yeah, Numlock would follow shortly after. Mr.
And-
Hobokinn, Mr. Hobokinn, are you sure that's? Oh, okay.
As the door opens, what you see is directly in front of you a nice little kitchen area with fresh vegetables, and you see potatoes on the cart, maybe, and all kinds of other accoutrements in a wonderful kitchen, and an old lady who looks familiar. Looks like she's actively baking.
What a lovely personality.
And the
Hey, it's
door
the meat
creaks
lady.
open, and as she turns and looks, and I would say at this point, Numlock has just approached. Oh, hello there, dearies. I don't have anything ready at the moment, but please come on in.
Do you
I'm-
have any ale? I am thirsty.
Oh, I might have a little bit somewhere. And you see she sort of is putting kind of this pan of, unbaked meat pies in the hearth at the moment. And she sort of wanders around the kitchen for a moment and finds looks to be a ale bottle and brings it over to you and says, I have this here. Please come on in. There's not too much space to sit down here, but there's a few crates over there that will do. I have to watch these pies.
As
you are
Yeah,
the
to make myself
gentleman.
comfortable.
You are the gentleman I ran into in the town of Barovia, are you not?
As we walk in, do we spy any signs of a young boy?
No, you don't see signs of anybody else. Roll me perception checks though.
Okay.
Because you're on the car, right?
Or
Hey,
he
look at
went
that.
with you.
Less than average.
I'm in the cart.
The trend continues.
You do
Didn't have my
notice.
character thing pulled up.
Wow.
Well, hello.
All right. Well, Numlock, the only thing that you notice is that there's kind of a, 3 iron hooks in against the wall that hold 3 cloaks, all kind of in a, simple, probably heavy wool. One seems to be a little damp. And then Hobokinn, you don't notice anybody else up here, but you do, for just a moment, think you hear like a footstep or two above. As if maybe there are other people in this windmill. They are just not down here.
Are the cloaks all of the same size?
Roughly. They're kind of
Roughly.
large. They're waxed, so they're definitely for weather. One, again, is slightly damp, but there are 3 cloaks kind of that hang near the door.
My odor
Do I notice-
receptors detect a pleasing scent.
Oh, thank you.
Is there like a sink? Like a sink or like something
like
where
a
like dirty
wash.
dishes might be?
Like a wash basin. Yeah.
Would I have noticed like maybe a couple of cups, couple of plates?
Most of it seems to be like cooking utensils. So it's hard to, if you're looking for, how many people you think are there. Yeah, you might catch, a couple mugs, a couple forks, a couple spoons. So at least another person might be somewhere in this windmill. If not, another 2, maybe 3. But again, you also see tongs and you see big baking trays, so you're not 100% accurate, but you know there are definitely more people in this windmill than just this lady at the moment.
So when you went away very quickly last time, you just came here to make more pie?
Oh, I had a few other errands to run around the area. I had to go pick some fresh ingredients. But yes, here home. It was my end. It's where I ended for the day.
Wait, did you say this is home?
This
you
is
live?
yes. I've lived here for a very long time now.
Do you, perchance, have any legal documentation entitling you to the ownership of this home?
Oh, I guess I've never really wondered about that. I just knew it was in ill repair, and nobody ever told me I couldn't. You know, parts of Barovia seem to follow the finders keepers kind of law, and I haven't been bothered for 50 years now.
What is the general attitude towards legal documents?
Oh, I guess if one of the burgle masters would, back up the person with such documentation, it would be legally binding. But most of the time, they don't bother with what's outside of the cities, or at least, within a few miles.
Can I tell? Is she being legit?
You can roll me a
would she abide
diplomacy
by a?
or a sense motive if you have the skills up. Which I think.
Let's see. I can do. Sense motive is perception. You said you'll take a diplomacy too?
Yeah, I'll take a diplomacy or a sense
Okay.
or a perception for it. I like to change up the skill usage from time to time.
Oh my god!
That
It was
so
hovering on the
different.
20, dude. Oh
It
my
was so much
god.
different than what it could have been.
Yeah, from what you know, Barovia, it's kind of this, ancient place that's in itself run down. The governments that you've met, only
Vampires.
Valaki seems to be any sort of I don't really know the word, executive kind of branch type thing. Like, you think that Ismark would probably back you guys because you are, adventurers and heroes in his eyes, but for the most part, it's probably pretty easy for things to go legislative, and nobody really probably cares all that much.
Did my photoreceptors just smell? No. Odor receptors. Odor.
And again, you guys have the deed to this, and if this Morgantha, who you've at least know her name from the town, has been here for 50 years, well, it could go against you, as there are many places in the world that kind of have squatters' rights, and 50 years is a long time to have built that squatters' rights.
You you say you've been here 50 years, but how old are you?
Oh, it's very impolite to ask a lady her age. Well, my daughters were very little when I found this place, and it was maybe the years have gone by slower than I've thought, but it feels about 50 years, I guess. I remember a time when Barovia wasn't so dreary.
Wait a minute. You have daughter?
I have 2.
Where the papa?
Oh, I ate him. And she gives a good hearty laugh at that and kind of grabs her stomach. No,
Like in the
he
tummy?
Intriguing.
he was killed sadly.
Was he killed at the hands of one Count?
No, was it? I believe it was a hunting accident that happened. And she sort of thinks for a second, and you can tell it's kind of that like old person trying really hard to think of what exactly happened. No, the hunting accident was his broken leg, and I healed him of that, and that's how my second daughter was born during that time. She kind of rambles on a little bit about a few things. She goes, no, yes, what had happened was it was a sad accident. He was taking, well, we used to have cattle and things, and he was taking one into town, and some bandits attacked, and they left him for dead. And I did not know he was out there wounded, or I would have ran to him. The Count actually hunted those bandits down for me as I petitioned. And he was very nice about the whole thing.
So it stands to reason that you owe some sort of loyalty to the Count.
I guess as much as one does to the person who rules their land. I don't bother him, and he doesn't bother me.
Wait, was that the pasty guy that we met at the castle?
The very same, I would imagine.
Real quick,
Have
what
you been to
Enigmar?
his house?
What are you doing with Irina and Periwimple? Periwimple's like, should we go see what they're doing? It does smell pretty good from here.
Well, we have to get Miss Irina to the place as fast as possible. So unless she wants to get off and go investigate the windmill as well, then we shall stay on the thing. You may go join them if you want, and I will solo escort if I must. But
Irina
must,
sort of walks over to this rock and sort of sits down, and she goes, well, we can let them have a couple minutes. I mean, if they come back with some hot food, I wouldn't be against that.
all right. Well, then I pull over the carriage and like walk to her.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe like investigate around the area, because now I got to change my investigation to what's going on in this windmill, so I can investigate around outside, I guess.
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Sweet. I tried to abandon you motherfuckers.
I wanted
GM.
you to so bad.
He said, "Fuck you."
I mean, you
They're
could
gonna
have.
do
You
stuff.
could have tried to persuade Irina. You didn't even attempt to persuade Irina. So
Yeah, you still
you
I-
went right with her.
I can't. Like I have to obey my the person that I'm following. They could run into the middle of a pack of wolves, and I'd have to fight off the fucking wolves. You know.
So with a
Especially-
23,
Especially-
you notice that this little area of trees and this little area of trees seem to be have some charms, or there's something in the trees. It's not moving or anything like that, but you can see that maybe it's wind chimes or something like that, but there are decorations, as best you can tell from now, in the trees.
Do I think they're magical?
Do you have magic sense? I know you have the seer elf thing allows you to be a little bit better with that, right? Let me remember. You
Yeah. So
have-
the
you cast
spear
detect
one
magic.
lets me.
I would say from this distance, no. You wouldn't just innately
No.
know if they're magical, because they're, probably 20, 30 feet, but you can tell like the wind will shift, and there's something that is in the tree that doesn't shift with the tree kind of thing, the leaves.
All right. Do I think they might be dangerous?
Again, from the assistants, you don't know. You think that maybe they just sort of look like, little wind bells at the moment.
Okay. Maybe it might be better off to stay away from the trees. I don't know if they're dangerous, but there is definitely something in them.
Okay. Oh man. Periwinkle kind of stands around and he goes, "It sure does smell good up there. I do hope they bring back some meat pies. That'd be great right now. What are we gonna wait a couple minutes for them and maybe continue on?" And Irina's like, "Yeah, we could wait another couple moments and kind of continue walking. They'll catch up shortly, but there's no reason to not let them at least investigate a little bit, since you guys did say you hold the deed to this place now."
That is true. All right. Let's wait a couple minutes. We hear yelling and fighting. We might have to run in there.
"So, dearies, what brings you to my windmill?" And she kind of steps over as she seems to have finished setting up the pies in the oven.
Well,
I
my friend
smell meat.
Hobokinn. Oh, go ahead.
That was it. I was going to say that. I just smell meat.
My friend Hobokinn is very attracted to the smell, but we also wanted to inquire about the deed to this particular windmill, which we have in our possession.
Oh, I didn't know there was one. I had asked, for, I guess, information from the burgomasters of both Valaki and got a reply. May I look at this deed?
Who has the deed? Don't you have the deed,
It's in
Hobokinn?
it's in his pocket. He took it a while back ago and just put it in his stuff.
I'm gonna pull out the deed and I'm gonna pass it over to Numlock. I don't quite know how to read, but I was told that ownership is 10 ninths of law. And I'll pass it over.
10 nights.
That math checks out. I'll hand it over to Morgantha.
And she takes a moment and reads it over. It says,
Step back.
The Durst family. I vaguely remember them. They were rumored to be leaders of a cult, an underground cult that worshipped Strahd. I thought their house was destroyed, or at least it hasn't been lived in so long. This has held up very well.
Indeed. The entire clan was destroyed, their house lies haunted, and now we are in possession of this deed, which the new burgomaster of Barovia has claimed that we are now entitled to. It's just one of those days.
Oh, well, I must say that
The
is
Durst house.
a little sad for me, because I have very much loved living here these past years. And she...
Have you thought that it might be more profitable if you were to relocate your business to town?
Well, you see, I'm perfect distance from both towns, so it's actually quite beneficial for me to be here. But she kind of looks at you, Hobokinn, kind of with a almost, do you feel like she's checking you out a little bit?
She wants your winky.
And she goes, I would hate to leave my home, but if it is truly what you wish, I will do so. But before that, I would maybe like to make an offer. Since you do...
Might I, before she makes her offer, can I look around the room and just use my eye for numbers to see what kind of supplies she has and see if she has the kind of supplies that might be able to supply sales to both towns?
Yeah. Go ahead. Roll a perception check.
I think I can just do it.
Or is it just an automatic thing?
You can look at a vial of potions and learn that it held about 30 vials, but you wouldn't know that it's exactly 33. So, for
That's
example,
fine. Yeah. So you can look around, and based on, like, she's got these 2 baking trays in there, probably has about a dozen pies on it right now. And from what you can tell about, full shelves and all those things, and, there's a cutting board that seems to still have some meat on it, and looks like maybe some pastry dough proofing and things like that you think, obviously you don't know how much she needs to survive, but it looks like she can probably put out a dozen or so, if not maybe 2 dozen a day of these pies. And that, if she's selling them for a decent amount, then that's probably a livable wage.
Do we remember seeing like a sign for like how much the pies were on her stand?
No, you can't
Only
recall a price at all.
Hmm.
But obviously, if you rack up too much debt, you've witnessed that she will take a child or something of equal value to her.
I love how a child is like worth a pie. Equal value. While they're inside and he's checking for meat, can I see if there's anything? Because can I see if there's anything outside that could be used as actual meat, or if she's like, can I look around and just like
you're looking for cows.
like if there's any cows or chickens or like?
Yeah, you you don't notice any of that. There's not fences or anything like that. There's not a barn. You don't hear cattle. You just hear the normal, the creaking of the giant windmill and the normal sounds of the forest. If she's, obviously you're not there, so you don't know how many she's baking. But if these are meat pies, you don't see anything that she's making meat out of.
Sweet. Perfect. That's all I wanted to know.
While they're discussing potential trade, I'm gonna look around. Is there like any like cobwebs like in corners or like a
No, this
just
seems very clean.
it's very clean?
Or at least if you see cobwebs or dust, it's where you would expect to see it. At the under the bottom of the stairs, and maybe high in the corner she can't reach, and maybe by the door. But for the most part, this place is extremely well maintained, at least in the inside. And she,
I'm gonna pull out my axe and try to clean one of the corners with my axe.
Oh, thank you, dearie. I wonder, you, and she looks at Numlock, she goes, you are not human, no? You are, what do they call them? Automaton, I believe, is the word.
This is correct. I was crafted and shaped by one Master Aeon. Eon.
Oh,
The pronunciation is different in different dialects.
yes, I can see. And you, giant handsome man, what is your love life like? I have 2 single daughters. Why? If you owned this building, maybe for at least my stay and part of my profits, I would marry one of my daughters, and so we can keep the windmill in the family, so to speak.
Why would they marry someone they've never met?
Oh, it happens all the time. Planned marriages, but if you would like to meet them, I can call them down.
You might wish to ask about their ratios.
She sort of walks over to the base of the steps and she calls up, Ophelia, Bella, we have guests.
Ophelia.
Oh, Ophelia.
And you can hear kind of footsteps, and it sounds like they are probably at least 2 levels up. Because you hear the distance it sort of takes that they seem to be coming down. So it takes a moment or two. Are you doing anything while the daughters descend?
Nope. Just standing there with my axe out.
And she,
Fluffing a little bit.
Morgantha kind of walks over to you and is kind of sizing you up. And she, unless you do something about it, she sort of like pinches your shoulder and grabs your arms and does, creepy things like that.
And I kind of, what are you doing? I don't touch you. Maybe you don't touch me.
Oh, that's fine. I was just seeing what kind of stock you're made out of. And she sort of giggles a little bit.
I think people see with their eyes, not with their hands.
Oh, you're kind of no fun.
No, I had lots of fun. I just don't want to be touched by random people.
And a moment or two later,
His daughter's like 50.
2 girls who look like they are probably in their early 20s descend the staircase. One blonde-haired and blue-eyed, the other dark hair and green-eyed, in well-made, simple dresses with aprons. You can see signs of, some having worked and cleaned. And the first one down the stairs is Bella. Morgantha introduces Bella Sunbane, her oldest daughter, and then her youngest daughter, Ophelia Wormwiggle. And she goes, daughters, these are... And she looks over and she goes, Hobokinn and Numlock. I met them in the town of Barovia, although I think there was a few more with them, who I think are outside now. But they have claimed the deed of the windmill here. And I was thinking of maybe... And she sort of looks at Hobokinn, and her eyebrow goes up a little bit. Keeping it in the family, so to speak. And they sort of giggle and don't really say much, and sort of googly eye a little bit at Hobokinn, but sort of stand there quietly.
I just want to say, guys, she said earlier that her kids were very little when she moved in, and she's been here for 50 years, which means they're not really 20.
Enigmar's not there. Go away.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this is why I've been trying to keep quiet, but I didn't want them to touch me because I'm like, how the fuck is this age matching up?
Your skincare routine must be quite good, as your ratios are very pleasing.
Oh, Bella looks over. Oh, why, thank you. A hard day's work and a mother who has shown us so many things over our lives is really honestly the trick.
Numlock, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I am not the best at the counting, but she said these girls were little, long time ago, and then long time ago happened, and then they look like this. What did they look kind of like my age, but the math doesn't math?
You are quite right, which is why I commented on their skincare routine, although I am not very familiar with the aging patterns of mortals.
Oh, you're
I don't think they age
thinking
like
about it too hard. The land of Barovia is full of magic. There are many things here that can help you stave off of age, although not permanently. And she sort of, inspects her hand. And you can tell she's rather spry for looking as old as she is.
I found the
Hmm.
cobwebs. They're in the daughters. Wait,
Hmm.
did I just roll something?
I did.
No,
it
Hobokinn
was
did.
Hobokinn did.
I did.
Hmm. Well, I am perfectly fine with this arrangement, although I fail to see what the group as a whole gets out of the deal.
Well, I know you are not all related, but in a sense, this would be all of ours home. I don't know what your arrangement is with each other, but if you are all part of a guild or all adventurers together, this would be a great place to have as a safe haven.
Are you suggesting that we share your daughter?
Oh,
There's two
no,
of them.
no. But the agreement between Hobokinn and one of my daughters would. The benefits that would come, not physically with that, would extend to friends.
Well, for the first thing you do, can you serve me a slice of pie?
Ophelia, dear, why don't you go check on the pies? And she sort of runs over and is like, a few more minutes, mother. They are almost done. It'll be a few
While
more
this is
minutes.
The
happening,
ones
I'm gonna.
that are already on the stool ready. Can I have that one?
Oh, I sold all of the pies. I'm making more for tomorrow. I do not have any that are ready at this moment. I was going to make the pies and then start dinner for us.
While this is happening, I'm gonna excuse myself and just say, "Please excuse me while I inform our."
Oh, this is gonna get
we,
fucked.
we leave. There's now 3 women pregnant. No, just automatically. And because Hobokinn's really dumb, he's like, "Did I do that? Am I the dead?"
And I'll tell you guys, it seems as though we may have stricken up a bargain. I believe with human culture, Hobokinn is now married.
What? I left you alone for 3 minutes, and Hobokin is married.
I believe that's how that works.
Hobokinn, I need you to go ahead and make that fortitude save. That showed up in chat.
Damn, I don't have any boons either.
Sorry,
was that
dude.
magic?
It is magic, so you will get your innate +1 as Numlock leaves and you see Ophelia is pulling out a pie for you. You hear
Hey,
and
look at
feel
that.
the senses of magic go off.
What a
And
time to roll fucking 19.
it's a good time for it because that would have sucked. But you are sickened. You suddenly, all 3 of these ladies change in front of you to
Wait, I'm sick.
horrible creatures. You are, even though you succeeded, you become sickened. And
Wait, that wasn't a critical?
what was
I
your
can't
total?
even
See what
see your. I can't even see your rolls either.
Because I can't see 19 plus what?
Fortitude saving throw.
It looks
Oh,
like
you
got
have
a
you got
28.
plus
Plus
9.
9.
So no, it wasn't quite. You needed it. It's 23 was the save, just so you know.
Well, it looks like you got a 28.
It's not going to be a critical.
Yeah, but that's not
It's
critical.
fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Sorry.
As I have to remember which one of these folders I put their normal tokens in, as they do
Well,
change.
maybe we should
Front
go meet his wife. What do you think, Irina? See what-
They are quite pleasing to the eye. Good ratios.
Irina looks over and goes, I have never heard of people living out here. This is all very strange. I mean, I have heard of Morgantha and her pies, but I guess I'm not sure really what to think anymore.
Well,
That one changed.
this is the same lady who took that child, and there is nothing out here to make meat. Maybe we should go see what's going on since we left Hobokinn all by himself.
I can't seem to move. Something must be happening.
So since she casted a spell on me, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I would take that as a form of combat based off of my
Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
background with magic.
I'm just trying to remember which of these 800
No, you're
So
good. You're
folders
good.
I
I'm just
got
kind of
have
letting you know.
the. Yeah, I assumed combat was going to happen next. She was hoping to turn you into a cat, to be honest with you. But you
Just trying to make you
made
look
the
cuter.
save, so which one of these?
Would I know she tried to turn me into an animal?
No, you would just know that a spell was cast on you for sure.
Okay.
Dude, I just had it open. Where did it go with all of the
The struggle
the
is real.
first one? Is it?
Menus everywhere.
Yeah, it's like the problem. Okay, it's not in that one. Like I just went through all of these.
I just read what the spell was. It's fucking polymorph.
Mm-hmm.
I
Baleful.
was so worried
polymorph.
about like a spell and that I was gonna fail it. Didn't even read it.
What the heck? Which one of these is it in, damn it? There we go.
Yeah.
Found her. They all turn into their true forms, which is a coven. Now the question is,
Ophelia Wormwiggle.
She makes the worm wiggle.
Bella something.
Wait a minute.
Okay. And we're just gonna roll everybody into combat.
You know what's messed up about this? Everywhere I look, I see something that's like the cards. The cards.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe
Cards
he
have
should
not
Find
been
the
built
mother,
for me,
she who
guys.
gave birth to evil.
Oh, yeah.
The treasure we seek is hidden behind the sun, Bella Sunbane, in the house of a saint.
Well, this is a windmill. It's not a saint's
I was gonna
house.
say, does
I
this give
know, but
off
still.
House the Saint vibes to you?
It's our house now, and maybe we're good people.
That's true. It could.
Ooh,
be.
maybe I'm a saint.
You
I
want
try-
initiative from everybody, I assume?
Yes, we're just gonna roll.
Oh,
into
yeah.
initiative.
I'm just rolling nat 20, baby.
I haven't rolled
Um,
above a 10 yet.
I think I rolled like a 4.
So
Did you roll
I
initiative?
rolled
I don't see your initiative on there.
a nat 20, an 18, and a nat 20. Those are my 3 rolls for the day.
I rolled the wrong perception.
Stop stealing
Ah.
all the good rolls, dude. I'm rolling dog shit.
There you go. All right. And the encounter will begin.
Holy
Morgantha
shit.
will go first. Well, you seem to be a little bit stronger than I had anticipated. That's okay. Well, dear, I hope you like those pies because we're going to try that spell. Go ahead and roll that fortitude save.
Oh,
I am a
shit.
god.
Yeah, nice.
I am a god.
Wow.
All right. Well, you are going to be sickened 2. So target's body gains minor features of harmless animals. So all of a sudden, you feel your ears grow and you have like tufts of fur, and it's as if somebody had like punched you in the gut, and your insides feel like they are twisted, and your nose, you can tell you have like a snout now, and your hands almost seem slightly more clubbed, although you can move them normally. And then let's see, she will.
And you now have claws.
And then she will reach out at you, I think, with a claw. That's her third action.
Holy shit.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
That's too many dice.
Oh my
Yeah, it's
god.
too many dice.
Wow,
I'm alive, but that's too many
dog.
dice.
Wow, dog.
All right, and
Woo.
Hobokinn, it is your turn.
Yup. I'm
That was like the
gonna
worst thing to get hit by.
move down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna target her daughter.
Ophelia calls, "Oh, but he's so cute. Don't ruin him. I would love to turn him into a little cat. He would make such a cute cat."
I am no kitty cat. Oh, that was almost a 20.
That went from a 12 to a 10 to an 8. Like it just kept fucking up. Oh man. Wait, doesn't he get a
Wait,
bonus
where's-
against people that are like, what's it called on him? Like that casted a spell on
I
him?
have it. I have it clicked. It's for damage.
Yeah, it's more
Okay.
damage.
My rage isn't
Remember,
active.
gang
the
who
way.
is watching, if you exclamation point support and send some donations to the channel, these guys will get some boons. I know they're running low. Or you can always add a bat swarm randomly to the combat. That's always a fun one. But yeah, if you want to help these guys out,
Yeah,
or if you're
rage.
watching on Kick, subscriber count will also add to that as well. So if you want to give some subs as well. Anyway, we are to Ophelia Wiggleworm. Let's see, what does she want to
Could you
do?
add my rage so I can add 4 more HP to myself? Or 5 more HP to myself? I will manually do that.
I have rage down here. Didn't I put rage down here? I thought I did.
I
Yeah, I
missed
thought you added it to your hotbar so you could do it quicker.
I thought I did too. Well, that's weird.
Is it on
So-
a different? Are you on something other than hotbar 1?
No.
Or have you added it on 2?
No, it was on there. All right. Well, let's do. Well, we'll do that for now. Give you that temporary hit points at least. Okay. Do you not have just a button for it?
It doesn't let me manually do it. I don't know why.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
That'll work. All right. Where are we? Ophelia is.
Wait. Oh, I can take it off myself. There it goes. Okay. I can get rid of the other one.
I don't think she's going to do that. She is going to cast a different spell on you since you seem to be resistant to the Baleful Polymorph. If you will roll that will save, please, as you look over to her as she casts this spell, and for a moment, wow, she is. And the idea of maybe a life spent here with this beautiful lady doesn't really seem all that bad.
I feel the failure. Oh no!
Ooh, 15 failure. You are now friendly towards Ophelia and even become helpful. And you also get the sense that maybe you're sort of mad at Bella and Morgantha, but you just know that there's so much love for them through Ophelia that maybe you guys are just having a misunderstanding at the moment. And basically, as long as they don't take anything hostile against you, you will consider them friendly at this particular moment in time.
Just Ophelia?
The other ones, you think that if you see them, I'll say kind of partial, right? If you don't see them cast any spells anymore or do anything like that, you probably, you'll be like, okay, they're not bad. Where's Annie?
You know they do have a good pie.
You hit me hard, but you make good pie.
But if they do anything that, you would innately feel hostile, you can, open up attacking them again. Where Ophelia would actually have to like strike you or aim a spell at you for that. These two, as long as if they do something and you can see it, you'll feel hostile for them as well. And Bella will sort of look over at her sister and roll her eyes and be like, all right, you can play with your new toy. I'm sorry, Hobokinn. Why don't you go tell your friends that everything is fine and they should all come in here?
That doesn't seem like that idea.
She's going to ready an action of some kind with a couple of her actions. And Periwimple is going to look at Numlock. And yeah, question.
Would we have heard him rage? Because I assume he like rages loud when he goes into combat.
You would have probably heard something, yes.
Okay.
Periwimple kind of looks at you, Numlock, and Enigmar and goes, what are we doing? Do you want me to go see what happened?
Yes, it seems as though things have turned violent.
Okay.
Don't get yourself killed, Periwimple.
I will be right behind you.
I'll try not to. Well, that gets him basically in the doorway with all three of his actions. And he looks back and he goes, they're real ugly now. And Enigmar. And you sort of hear them yell at Periwimple as he says that.
Ugly women, that should be a crime. Let's see how far can I go?
They're sort of scary.
I can actually move all the way in here with my full speed.
Okay, yeah. I don't know why the music's not working, and it's sort of making me sad.
So I'm going to move inside right there. Yeah. But I want to move to the one right next to it, which is still 90. Okay.
And that was all three of your actions?
All three of my actions.
Numlock.
I'm gonna do the same. Oh,
there we go.
I guess I'll be right there. Movement is 20, I believe 25 feet? Where does
Yeah,
it
it's
say
pretty standard. 25 feet is most.
I have 30
movements.
because I'm an elf. So.
Yeah. Yeah, if you go on that first page of the character,
There it
it'll
is.
say.
Okay. Yeah, 25 feet. Yep. That's all three actions.
Okay. Irina will then. Same thing. Use all three of her actions to catch up to you guys. And Morgantha turns around and says, "You come here to take my windmill? You fools. We will take...
It's our windmill. We have the deed.
We will take Hobokinn, and you may leave." And... all right, let's see.
They're only ugly on the outside.
This does not seem proportional to the deal that we had made previously.
Well, the deal is over now. We will be setting the tone here. You can...
Great sword. Shing!
I will need Periwimple, Irina, Enigmar, and Numlock to make that will save.
Ah, of course I'm just outside of Hobokinn's thing.
We have the same one. Oh, you can't get your own.
Make sure that's Irina before
Fears don't make you immobilized, paralyzed, or slowed, right?
No.
Fuck, man.
Jeez,
Oh my-
Again,
Periwimple.
I haven't rolled above a frickin' 10.
All
It's
right,
insane.
you all failed.
Dude,
so
Periwimple's a
you're all-
goat.
You are all frightened. Well, hold on. What is the... So you guys... Critical failure, sorry. So you will be frightened 3 and fleeing.
God damn it.
So
I can't
my-
roll. The shit.
With my bravery, my frightened is
Down by one,
one
correct? One
down by
less.
one, yeah.
Cool. So
Mhm.
you will be frightened 2 because it's supposed to be frightened 3. But you will still be fleeing, which is you're forced to run away due to fear or some other compulsion. On your turn, you must spend each of your actions trying to escape the source of the fleeing condition.
Wait, so I failed, so that's frightened 2. Shouldn't I be at a frightened 1?
No, so you critical failed because 29 is the save.
Are you freaking dude? I couldn't have. There's no way I could.
You would have had to
passed
get a
that.
natural 20
I,
to.
I rolled an 11. Or no,
Succeeded. You probably could have made the save, but it's tough. And Morgantha then will. Does she have anything good she can do with one action? Not really. Actually, what does this do? Oh no, that doesn't actually. No, she will not do anything else. Now, Hobokinn, it is your turn. And you are kind of free to. She did cast a spell in front of you, so you can sort of. You are free from the friendliness of Morgantha, at least. The other two, you're like, they're not really that bad, but you don't like spells, so.
Yeah.
Now you just have to attack her over and over.
I mean, you can.
So I'm trying to figure out exactly what I should be doing based off of unfriendly.
So, I mean, unless. So, kind of like I said.
Well,
unless,
no.
Oh, okay.
I have an idea. I'm
Okay.
just kind of like trying to incorporate it.
Yeah.
You guys are kind of not bad looking, I think. To show my thanks, I'm going to dance.
Nice.
I have a question.
Yeah.
For her fear, does she have to be able to see them because they're outside the door? Would it only work on me?
She's got sight to them.
Okay.
Because the door's not closed, so it is open.
Gonna. Oh, that was so much cooler.
Shoo.
At least you passed.
Yeah. All right. This is the one I should load on my behalf.
So who is getting this?
It's whoever's in my circle.
Oh yeah,
that's
so I
my
do
ally.
that. And there
Me
you
and
go.
Periwinkle.
Thank you. I did not have that on my list.
Oh, you're good. So that is one action.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna go in front of Bella and give her a hug.
Okay.
Can't quite move in front of the wall.
Yeah, that's fine. I know what you're trying to do, though. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just gonna give her a big bear hug and just hug her, like her face is in my chest, and I'm just gonna hug her.
Yeah, roll me, because she's going to kind of resist, because you're going to stop her from being able to do some stuff, but it's kind of friendly. So go ahead and roll me an athletics, and she's going to try to
Ooh,
shit.
doggy.
Watch him still fail. Watch her roll like a nat 20.
Nope.
This is the way he's
You
been
have
rolling.
God, I saw
her
20 and got scared.
effectively grabbed.
I just want to thank you for being so kind.
Oh, you are so very nice. Ophelia, you're... Do something about this. She kind of looks at Hobokinn and looks at the rest of you. And let's see. What does she want to do? She's going to kind of take a step forward in front of Hobokinn. And she sort of spews out.
Well, it was a fun campaign, guys.
Nope. Enigma, you are saved from it, but she sort of lets out a disgusting breath. And where is the actual info on this? Because that doesn't give me anything. Feebled humors. Here we go. Can you guys make that fortitude? Did that fortitude save come up for you?
No. There it is.
I need you to make that numlock. Irina and Periwimple will also make it.
Is this another like 29? Oh my god, still
No.
under 10. That's like 6 rolls under 10.
I will tell you, this was not nearly as bad. This was a lot more doable. 20. He didn't critical fail, so that's fine. But you are all enfeebled
Periwimple's a goat.
for 1 day. Or actually, Periwimple. No, Periwimple's fine. What am I doing? He's fine. As you, she kind of breathes out this disgusting breath, and it physically weakens you as you feel your gears kind of tighten as you move. And that is going to be her turn. Bella either needs to attack Hobokinn or attempt to escape, which is what she's going to do. Mobile. She's gonna. Nope, I don't think your DC is gonna be lower than that. Nope. Alright, she's gonna spend an action trying to do that. And then can she do anything else? Yeah, I think at this point she's just going to try to attack you.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
I need you to also make that fortitude save, Hobokinn. Ooh,
Oh no!
that sucks.
That one!
You are... She scratches you, and you feel like you are withering away. Although you might go down after this attack anyway.
I do go down after this
Okay.
attack.
Yeah, you guys see him fall.
That means I let go of her, right?
Yes. Yes, for sure.
Imagine being able to fucking crit when you're being squeezed by a giant.
Well, you just poke him in the eyes. I feel like it'd probably be easier.
Her face is buried in my chest.
And
There's
that
no
is
way
going to
she
be
can
her
poke me in the eye.
turn. You hear Periwimple let out a scream, and he will rage as well. Add that to him. I just have to do it manually.
Yeah, range just doesn't work.
It's really goofy. How that.
The only issue is it just has to be the correct range.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of them. I don't get why it... That's right, I'll just add the 2 damage to...
It's the one that's like,
Periwimple will attack Ophelia with his axe. I feel like I made these changes, but then they didn't actually stick. I don't know if there was like a weird update that erased some stuff or what, but I'm not happy about it.
So does any of my conditions go away now that I'm like KO'd?
I guess the fear could go away. Ooh. Oh, he still hits. Nice. +2. Untyped. Add that. His first attack is going to be an 18. And then his second attack will also be a hit. God, Periwimple's going to save you guys all the time now.
I hope so.
He is the goat.
And it does some more damage. And that is going to be Periwimple's turn. Enigmar, it is your turn.
So as Frightened 3, I can only run away.
So fleeing is what is making you run away. Frightened 3 doesn't matter. It's the fleeing condition you have.
You're forced to run away due to the fear. Now, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
There are 4 people in this doorway. I can't run out, right? Because I assume my character is not going to be able to get by 4 people to run out. So he would like run to over here because this would be the farthest possible place from them.
That or up the stairs.
Well, to run through the stairs, I'd have to run through 3 people.
Yeah. Yeah. If you think that your character would run over to the other side of the room, yeah.
Okay. So I now ran away.
Yeah, but you
And I
use
had to
all of
go-
your actions to do so, though, whether you just run 25 feet or not.
So it takes all 3 actions.
Mhm.
Now, does that mean this next turn my frighten goes down to 2 and my fleeing goes away, or no? Or am I stuck doing this the rest of the combat?
Let me reread the spell real quick and see if it has a... so it's for 1 round. So after this round, you are no longer fleeing, but your frightened will stay.
But it says frightened says it.
But
At the
it'll
end of
go
each
down
turn.
1 every turn. Yeah. Okay. So
So it would be down to 2
2.
next turn. So this is
Yep.
my turn, just
Yep.
running into
So
the
that,
corner
and then we
because I
will
can't get through the door, and I
decrease that by 1. Numlock, you are also fleeing, so you are running 75 feet in the opposite direction.
See, I love this because that's 3 turns of me just moving. That's awesome.
And then you are no longer fleeing.
You're
And
safe
you
out
are
there.
at frightened 1. Irina doing the same thing.
Wait, would you be frightened 1 or frightened 0? Did he
He's
say-
frightened 1 because
was
he
it a
critically
thing?
failed, so it was actually technically frightened 3, but his thing
Ooh.
takes frightened down a notch. So now, as this round ends, he is frightened 1. And we're back at the top to Morgantha. Hobokinn is dead, and Nigmar is not. So she will look at you, Nigmar, and she says, "If you leave now and never come back, I will allow you to take your friend. Leave the windmill alone forever."
Well, do you let me take my friends now? Or are you going to kill him more?
And she like looks at her daughters, and they sort of like, place their hands up as they will back off if you say you are leaving.
I will take my friend and I will leave. Periwimple, we must go. Pick up Hobokinn.
And he's sort of like, "Okay." And you see Ophelia effectively, unless you're going to attack. Is anybody going to attack anymore?
Well, I mean,
It's like
they're
a death
friends.
saving roll, right?
They can't fucking attack. So
Yeah.
maybe can I go up and heal him as Periwimple goes and picks him up?
Yeah, so
It's not your
Hobokinn will have to
turn.
make one death
Yeah.
recovery check. But
Oh,
after
well then,
this one,
if
you
he
can.
if he passes this,
Yeah.
after he picks him up, I'll heal him after combat.
Yeah,
is
so you
over.
are effectively stabilized. You're still unconscious, and you still have 1 wound, but you are no longer dying.
Because I could have critically failed that one, so
Yeah,
it was
and
nasty.
Periwimple comes out of his rage, steps up and picks up Hobokinn, and they allow you to leave the windmill. And you guys can sort of...
Uh-oh. I put myself under Periwimple.
I got you. We'll just move everybody. And then I assume probably as the fleet foot and everything wears off, Numlock, where are you going? You can see Periwimple with Hobokinn over his shoulder and Enigmar doing something, and Periwimple goes, They said if we leave the windmill alone, we could leave. So we just grabbed Hobokinn and we left.
I feel totally unsatisfied. I am half tempted to walk back in there and attempt slashing them again.
We'll come back and burn this fucking place to the ground after we get Irina where she needs to go.
Fine.
And then a couple seconds later, you guys are now no longer frightened, but you still feel physically weak, at least for 1 day.
Oh, well, I don't have enfeeble, so I'm fine. Okay.
Yeah, those are...
Let's get back on the thing, and then let me know every 10 minutes come up. I'll
Is this stream still running? Because I just got a bunch of lagging behind notifications, and I have no chat.
yeah, it's buffering
Okay.
on mine, so I can't even see it.
Okay.
It's running on mine.
All right.
So this polymorph that I had, my pig nose, my extra hairy chest.
Over like the next 10 minutes, everything sort of shifts back. You go through a couple seconds of like weird pain again, and you shift back to sort of your normal features.
I'm still kind of, at least for 10 minutes, I guess.
Yeah, for a little bit, you're still kind of funky, and you guys notice that too. As he seems to have like cat fluffy tufts on his ears, and his nose is very squat all of a sudden, and some of his features have kind of like altered just a little bit, and over the course of him kind of waking up and you healing him, they seem to shift back to normal.
All right, can we take a breather? And if it's been another 10 minutes, can I try to heal him again now that I got
Yeah,
Speedy
do you guys get back on the road to head to Valaki?
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, so at this point, you guys probably have another hour or 2 of walking, you suspect, before you
All right,
get...
so I can do 6 things on him?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I knew getting this would be worth it. Okay.
And you guys safely arrive at the eastern gate of Valaki, and you can see like 4 guardsmen outside the gates, kind of questioning people who are coming in, and they stop your party. Say, "Halt! What business do you have in Valaki?"
We come as escorts.
Who are you escorting?
Look back at Lady Irina. One Lady Irina of the village of Barovia.
Oh, well, okay. And they kind of list a bunch of rules. Don't attack people. They kind of give you a little rundown of laws, some of which you feel are a bit goofy, but for the most part, they kind of make note of all your names and usher you in.
Are these new rules since we've been here?
1 or 2 of them. Before, it was the pretty standard, check-in of what a normal town would be, but this time they've added no public displays of defamation on the Baron or his family, and an order issued by any guard needs to be followed by anybody within the walls of Valaki.
I'd like to, query, if I may.
Yes?
Has something happened within the walls of Valaki? These rules are different from the last time we visited.
Oh, the rules change all the time. Sometimes the burgomaster and his captain of guard feel as if things should be different.
A somewhat unsatisfactory answer, but acceptable.
All right, carry on.
All right. Walk through.
All right. So you
can we try to meet up with Reagan? Get our 4th back so we can have a better
you
group
guys
next time
head. Now, you guys have never walked through this side of town, so you guys left the other side of town and got quickly escorted all the way to the Castle Ravenloft. So you are walking through town, and you hit the town square, which I'm going to put all of your tokens in because there's some stuff going on here in this part of town. And we're going to active this scene. And as you guys kind of enter what looks to be the town square, there's a few things going on. You notice a very large guard presence all of a sudden, and there are merchants, trying to hawk their wares and things like that, but it seems rather quiet. And you look and you see a giant platform that has, a hangman's noose type thing, and you see about 6 or 7 townsfolk tied up on kind of, with their arms kind of behind on these planks. And there are a few guards, and there's a gentleman who's sort of standing looking over the town. And he stands about 6.5 feet tall, very big, kind of ogreish, bald man. But the thing that sticks out is that his left arm is red and sort of doesn't look human. And he is now, it seems like, starting some sort of trial. You can sort of hear him calling over the little bit of gathering of people. And he goes, "These folks here have been charged with defamation of the burgomaster and his family. For that, they will be headed for 5 days." And you can see a guard comes up behind each person and puts what looks like a donkey's head over each of their heads.
It sucks.
Like an actual donkey's head or like a mask?
It looks probably like a mask, because it doesn't look like exactly like a donkey's head, but it has like the shape.
Okay.
And for the next 5 days, it is upon you, the citizens of Valaki, to come up here anytime you pass and insult them. And those who cannot withstand the 5 days of this trial will be taken to the reclamation center. And go ahead and give me perception checks.
I'm going to change my investigation to what the fuck is going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of my other
You
chefs
have
tell me
got
about
to be freaking kidding me, dude.
Dude,
Oh my god, I'm about to lose my freaking mind with these details. I swear to God,
I rolled a 1.
dude.
them? Before I roll my,
I've rolled like a dozen times, not a single one over a 9. Not
I
a
think
single one.
I think I've rolled 3 ones already. I know
Oh
I've
my
rolled
God.
Oh
2.
my goodness.
before I roll mine, does any of my statuses go away by chance? I don't know which ones stick, which ones
let's see,
don't.
which ones do you have right now?
Some of them say DC saves, blah blah blah.
Yeah, sickened I'd say would be gone by now. Wounded and enfeebled not, because those will be tomorrow. They'll come
Okay.
off.
No, wounded is gone.
Oh yeah, because you got healed.
I
Sorry. You're right.
I treated him multiple times.
And rage.
Well, I wanted to make sure because my perception's lower now.
Enfeebled should be the only one you guys have if you failed that save.
Okay.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh, dude. What is happening?
Dude, I never want to play D20 based games again. Let's switch what mode we're playing on. Which game?
Yeah, you just, I mean, you just see this thing go down, and you pass. You don't get to see the faces of the people who are up there, because by the time you pass it, they already have the donkey masks on. And you guys notice Reagan is hanging out kind of on this fountain over here, sitting and watching, and there seems to be a couple other people who are just hanging out that fountain as well. And he sees you guys and waves you over.
Ah, Reagan. What a pleasure to see you.
Ah, you guys made it back.
Yeah,
Surely- Oh, go ahead.
we've been attacked by vampires. We've been attacked by old hags. We've been attacked by wolves. Where have you been?
I've been hanging out, helping at the Blue Water Tavern and sort of getting the lay of the land here in town. Wow, it's really only been like 4 days, guys. You've been through quite a lot. You should have.
Yep.
You guys
Hasn't
should have
really
tried
only
to
been
get
4 days.
back for the festival. That was something. And he sort of looks
Hobokinn was
around
just a cat.
a little cautiously and says, "We should head back to the tavern shortly, and I'll tell you guys kind of some of the stuff that I've learned."
Yes, please do.
Let's-
Oh,
yes,
by the
let's
way,
do that.
this is Lady Irina.
Oh, hello.
This
And
is
he
Fairwind.
slicks his hair back, and he goes, "Are these? Did you guys? No, you look like you're from here."
She is associated with the burgomaster of the village of Barovia. We have been tasked with escorting her here.
Oh, well, let's definitely get back to the tavern before people recognize her. And he sort of nudges like, let's go. Few things you notice as you're sort of in the middle of the market square. There's a gentleman, quite extravagant clothing, and he seems to be performing minor, sleight of hand and what we would call magic tricks and things like that to kids. And he says that his name is Rictavio, and in a few days he will be putting on quite the show here in the town square. And there's, other merchants and whatnot happening like normal. And again, this place seems a little bit more alive than the town of Barovia was. There's normal things happening in the city.
Okay. Let's head back to the Blue Water Inn. And I'm going to throw 1 silver piece towards Rictavio and be like, that was some nice magic you pulled there.
Ah,
And,
thank you, kind sir. And he sort of winks at you.
Thank you. Let's head back to the inn.
Yeah, and you guys head to the Blue Water Tavern, and there's a little bit of a crowd in there. And Erwin looks over and goes, "Oh, you guys are back! Great. I kept your rooms ready. Reagan said you'd be back, and he's sort of been helping me out here." And Reagan sort of nods and goes, "Yeah, we're gonna head into the side room if that's okay." He goes, "Of course, of course." And he takes you to like a little room off to the side, almost like a private dining room. And he goes, "What are we drinking?"
Ale.
Anything strong. Strong. I need strong.
Got it. And he comes back a few moments later with enough mugs for everybody and a couple different bottles and places them out. And he goes, "So, tell me about your adventures. I know you guys left to go meet with Strahd, but what happened after that?"
I want to tell him about like the cards and see if like any of it, like while he's been here for the last 3 or 4 days, if he's heard of anything that might fit any of the descriptions of the cards outside of the innocents, because I think we've all decided Irina's the innocent, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't. None of that really sounds familiar. Although I haven't really been doing a lot of investigating, on Strahd and the history of this place. Just kind of getting to know the lay of the land here. And let me tell you, this place is nuts, man.
What do you mean? Nuts.
Well, that festival, I mean, gosh, if you guys would have been here, you would have seen it too. By the posters that I kept a few of them, and by everything going on, it feels like this town is, quite prosperous. It does, I guess, for Barovia, you could call it prosperous, but it's a pretty hard law here. If you disagree with anything, the Baron is what he's preferred to be called. You disagree with anything, you can find yourself up on the donkey heads or the reclamation center. It's kind of more of a dictatorship, to be honest with you.
Interesting.
He did sound worse than Strahd.
Yeah, Baron Vargas Valakovich is quite an interesting fellow. He's seems nice by all appearances, shakes hands, kisses babies, all the things you'd expect from somebody who is trying to survive, I guess, here. But there's a lot of background politics and dark alley dealings, it sounds like. I haven't gone into too much, but I can tell you that guy that you saw with the giant red arm, his name's Izek. He's sort of like Baron's personal bodyguard. I guess you could equate him to like the leader of the King's Guard. He's not really leader of the city guard, although they seem to respect him. I think he's probably equivalent to like a captain. They take orders from him. It seems like in the last couple years, the running of the city militia has kind of been given over to another group that I haven't really been able to find out much about.
You said his name was Izek?
Izek, yeah.
Izek.
Izek.
And there was a secondary militia that's taken over the
Yeah, he seems to
guard? Is that
allude
right?
to the fact that, Izek isn't in charge of like the city militia. He might be in charge of, the house guard or something like that for the Baron. And from what Reagan has found out, the militia is being ran by another group. He thinks maybe a mercenary group that came into town that Baron Vargas is paying to kind of train the militia now. But he hasn't seen anybody that's not wearing, the tabards of the city or normal military guard. From the things he's learned is that in the last couple years, the militia has gotten better. And the reclamation center has, sprouted up in the last couple years as well. And nobody really knows what goes on in there. Some people come out, but they all seem to be less than what they were when they went in. They seem to all kind of have lost their sense of emotions, and some are on the border of being crazy.
And you've not been able to find anything out about this reclamation center?
Not really. I guess, well, the story behind it is that Baron Vargas wanted to get rid of, traditional jail. He didn't feel like locking people up was really getting anywhere in keeping his citizens in line. And so he opened up this reclamation center, which is sort of like a campus. And the, selling point of it is to, reclaim the honesty and integrity of every citizen who does ill towards Valaki.
Do you know anyone who has come out? Have you met anyone who's come out of the reclamation center?
Not recently, but I've been told where to find a few. So I guess one of the first offenders, who was one of the first victims or reclamationers, I don't know what you want to call them, was a toy shop owner. Blinksy's Toys. I'm sure you guys have seen some stuff around it. I guess his family's been a toy maker forever.
Yes.
I
In fact,
pull
I
out-
am in possession of a doll.
I thought I had the doll. Oh, wait, we both have different dolls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We both, I guess I pull out the doll as well.
Yeah, that looks like his old work. His toys now don't look that cute and cuddly. They're demonic and demented now. It's as if whatever happened to him there altered him. He's a bit of a strange character himself. Again, going off of what people told me, he's always been, I guess, a bit of an oddball. But after he came out of the last couple years, his toys have all been weird, grotesque.
Perhaps we can remind him of his previous work, inspire him to a greater craftsmanship.
You can go and talk to him. I couldn't really get much out of him. Like I said, he's a little crazy, but he functions, I guess. Maybe that's the point.
Is it your estimation that the Reclamation Center is intending to turn the inhabitants of Valaki, or at least the ne'er-do-wells, into drone-type workers? Mindless servants?
Yeah, I mean, maybe not to the extreme of a mindless servant. They all seem to have parts of their mind intact, and, he was out selling toys or giving away some toys at the festival, so, they're... I just, whatever happens in there gets rid of the part of their brain that wants to rebel.
I can just imagine this guy just handing out these horrible toys, and these kids are just crying.
Michaela coming in with $30 for the Boons. Everybody gets, you get a boon,
Michaela!
you get a boon, you get a boon, you get a boon.
I'll take it. Thank you. We need them desperately.
I mean, I've been
I've been out of
rolling that
moves since
one.
episode 2.
I've been rolling that one, so it wouldn't even matter if I use one.
Yeah. The low rolls,
Well,
you
thank
roll
you.
low, it doesn't really, but it can. Thank you, Michaela. These guys appreciate it. It will save their hides at some point, maybe. We'll see.
As many as I get, I'm just gonna blow through them immediately because I cannot roll.
That was like me in the March of the Dragon Queen, man. Every time I got him, I had to roll him out. But Reagan sort of, whatever part of their brain or personality is being affected by this place, it sort of just makes them complacent, I guess is maybe the best way to put it.
This seems as though it requires investigation.
Well, just be careful. The Baron takes very minor inconveniences as personal slights from what I've seen. Those, I don't know if you caught it or not, but there were kids up on that podium that got those donkey heads, and they'll be up there for 5 days.
Will they get to eat?
They'll give them something, I guess. It's probably some grog or stew or something like that, but they're tied there for a few days, depending on the level of, I guess, what the Baron deems offense.
I whisper, "This place seems way worse than what Strahd was said to do."
It seems as though every place in this land is awful.
Yeah, it's not like any of the cities that I'm used to, that's for sure. At least the wine's good. And,
You're welcome.
some of the people around here, and he sort of looks back into the inn, are pretty cool. The Mardikovs seem like a good family, at least Erwin. It's little family issues, but that happens sometimes.
I look at Irina. What do you take of all of this?
She kind of looks around and goes, "Well, I mean, I feel safer, the walls and kind of everything of this place, but what's the saying? Out of the pot into the frying pan, or out of the pan into the pot, something like that. I don't know. I might have to. I don't think I'll be able to lay low here for very long."
Can we? So we talked to Reagan about the stuff, right? The cards. Can you remind us what the cards were? I know Moss has them written down, but I forgot them.
Yeah. Let me.
There was just the names.
Well, yeah. So there's the one that the cemetery or whatever where the saint is buried, which I think is Krezk or Kret. What is that place called?
Krezk?
Krez, up at the left of the map, right where we
Yep.
started.
Yep, Krezk.
Yeah. So we have to go back there. I think that's the one with the
So the first card was
cemetery,
At
right?
the Abbey.
the Abbey.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
dedicated to Saint Markovia.
Mm-hmm.
There was the Abjure, fallen house guarded by a great stone dragon. Look to its highest peak. I don't know what that one means yet.
Yeah, so I'll run through them again here, so you know. So the Abjurer was the first card, and it was, this card tells of history, knowledge of ancient that will help you better understand your enemy. And that one is the Abjurer. Yeah, I don't have the descriptions, but I'll. Which was I see a fallen house guarded by a gray stone dragon. Look to its heights, peak. The second one was this card. It tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. And that was the monk.
Okay.
Which was, where is my thingy? I just have the book open now. Which was the treasure you seek is hidden behind the sun in the house of a saint. 3 was, this is the card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. And that was the shepherd. Which is find the mother, she who gave birth to evil. And then the fourth card was the innocent, which is this card sheds light on the one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness.
And we think that one's Irina, right?
Yeah.
The innocent, we think, okay.
Because that... Where is... I see a young... Well... No, that one is... I see a young man with a kind heart, a mother's boy. He is strong in body but weak of mind. Seek him out in the village of Barovia.
That's Periwinkle.
Oh, wait, hold on. Which one did... Yeah, that's the one. Sorry. There was 2 versions of it. And then the 5th card is... Your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. And that is the ghost. Which was look to the father's tomb.
Okay. And we already know that the thing dedicated to the saint was in Kretz, right?
You guys have are on the track of the Abbey of Saint in Kresk, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about our game plan. I think we should head to the place we believe is where we need to go. Irina and Periwinkle, do you want to come with us?
Periwinkle looks up and goes, yeah, I mean, I'll follow you guys wherever you need me to go. Because, I mean, I'm here to be a hero, so wherever you guys go, we'll be heroes there. And Irina will kind of look around and say, well, I don't know what to do or think right now. I mean, we're here. The conversations I had with Ismark is that Baron Vargo would protect me, but I'm sort of scared to introduce myself. He doesn't seem like he's as nice as maybe we thought, or we're told he is.
Yeah, seem kind of... This place seems like worse than when we got attacked in Castle Ravenloft.
Well, really the only good thing about this town, Regan will pipe up and said, is that very little bit of Count Strahd's influence is here. As much as Baron Vargo is an interesting fellow, the town itself is prosperous for the situation it's in.
Question: Have we seen the burger or the Baron's house?
Let's see. Do I have? Would you have passed the house? Oh, do I not have the map? I guess I'll pull out the book. I was gonna put the map up on the screen like I did with Barovia, but I do not seem to have it uploaded. I feel like every now and again we get an update and it just like randomly takes stuff out of scenes.
I genuinely think you might be right.
I say we would probably be safer together. Than staying here. But we should
No,
try to
you
stock
guys
up
have
on equipment.
not passed the Burgomaster's mansion.
I'll voice that. I'll voice to Reagan, even though we already kind of went over it. What Madame Ava said about the Abjure cards, a fallen house guarded by a great stone dragon. Look to its highest peak. See if it sparks a memory in him, or Arena for that matter.
What about the bartender? If they know about a highest peak and a stone dragon,
I don't know if we want to go giving Valakid fortunes to the bartender, because if I remember correctly, they didn't like Vistani around here very well, did they?
Yeah.
well, we're not going to tell them it's a thing. Be like, or we're not going to say we heard it from the Vistani.
Well-
I'm just saying, hey, do you know like a stone dragon?
Yeah, Erwin's the one that told you that the Vistani and most citizens of Valaki have a strange relationship. He doesn't mind. And so the Blue Water Inn is one of the places that when the Vistani come to town is where they go.
Okay.
Does he have he might know quite a bit. I mean, his family is the one who produces wine for the area, so they're pretty neutral with just about everybody. Maybe specific people in the Vistani they don't like, but for the most part, he's kind of like, well, they got money to spend. Reagan will kind of thinks about the Burgomaster's mansion. He goes, well, I don't know. It's I guess a pretty standard affair. Big house, gates. Had a couple lion, statues out front, but I don't remember it being. I don't think I would call anything a peak on the house. It's big, but I don't think there was. There's not like a tower or anything like that. It's what you kind of see out in rural areas. And really, there's nothing in town that I would say has a peak, in some sort of cryptic fortune teller way. And that sounds to me like we're looking for like a castle, or maybe something in some of these mountains. I've heard there are ruins of old castles and such all over the place once you start getting into the mountains.
What did you say the bartender's name was again?
Erwin Mardikov.
Erwin, have you heard of any mountains that have a stone dragon?
I mean, are you talking like a living dragon, or I mean,
like a statue of a dragon?
No, I mean, either one. I guess I've never heard of. Not really. I mean, there's people who think there are dragons in the mountains, but I've never really. None of the stories I've heard, I feel like, are concrete.
Do they say which direction those mountains that they think are dragons living in?
I mean, some people think the crazy, mad mage of the Baratok Mountain to the north there is probably a dragon, or at least he's shapeshifted. There's people who think that there's a dragon or some evil creature in the lake right outside of town. I wouldn't feel confident sending in any specific direction.
Well, those were helpful. Baratok Mountains and the lake, possible monsters. Good to know. But I don't think a lake would have exactly what we're looking for.
Part of me, out of character, part of me thinks that one of us just needs to get arrested and go to the reclamation center and see what it's like.
For you it'd be off. It would probably be best to send the investigator. I can go get arrested if you want.
So as you guys are kind of now sitting in like the main part of the inn, since kind of your most of the conversation is sort of dwindled down to more public affair, a couple guards kind of burst in Blue Water Tavern, and they see the group of you and walk up to you, and there's about 4 of them, and they say, Baron Vargo would like to invite the adventurers that were seen in town today to dinner at the Burgomaster's mansion.
Might we ask the occasion?
I mean, free food. What do you mean, what occasion?
The Baron likes to know who has come to his town, and if you pose any problems, with a friendly invitation, of course.
And you said tomorrow night?
This evening, soon.
This evening. Oh.
If you would,
He wouldn't happen to have any daughters who he would like to have wedded off, would he?
they sort of get a little somber, as you mentioned, daughters. And he goes, no, the Baron only has a son.
Ah, good.
I mean, I don't want to be married. I've already had a problem earlier today.
Yeah, your last marriage didn't last very long, did it, Hobokinn?
Yes.
That's okay.
Dude,
Okay,
I-
fine. Okay, fine. Okay, first I ate some old lady's pie. Then I went to her house and she offered me more of her pie. Then she offered me both of her daughters, and then one of her daughters made my ears perk up with her fingers. Then I grabbed her. Then I woke up with scratches all over my back, and now I feel very drained.
In short,
Right.
yes, we accept your invitation.
Good. We will give you some time to freshen up, and we will escort you to the Burgomaster's mansion.
I look at Hobokinn. Do I smell?
I don't think you're a robot.
Correct.
Do I smell?
Yes, very much so, Hobokinn.
Reagan looks around and goes, you all have the scent of road dust on you.
Oh, you are stanky.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. He's Hobokinn.
And
You really stink,
He finally rolled high. And
dude.
it's just to see if he smells like shit.
Reagan will turn to Periwimple and will say, boy, I believe it might be best if you stay here for this. And he sort of looks around and goes, yeah, that I'm okay with that.
His name is Periwimple. He is quite the seasoned adventurer now.
Good. You don't
He's a
seem
lot better
like-
than us in a fight.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, he,
Hobokinn dies. I run away. You sprint away. Like,
Yeah, I feel like, and he sort of looks over at Hobokinn, and Reagan goes, I feel like it's going to be enough keeping his etiquette in line. I don't really feel like teaching a kid how to have proper etiquette. No offense. Periwimple just shakes his head and sort of sits down at the bar, and Erwin...
maybe we should leave Hobokinn here as well.
What the free food?
No, it's fine. He can come as well. I have a feeling that they're expecting at least the 5 of us. Periwimple there looks enough like a regular citizen that I don't think they're going to be remiss if he's not there.
Periwimple, stay out of trouble.
Erwin goes, I'll put him to some work, and kind of winks.
Nothing too tough.
Nah, I just need some cleaning to be done. Maybe some rearranging of the storerooms. Looks like a strong kid. Periwimple kind of perks up. He goes, yeah, I can help out a bit. No problem.
As long as that's settled.
Perfect. Let's get you guys to not smell like butt and maybe freshen up a little bit, we can head over to the Burgomaster's mansion.
There is no reason for me to smell like butt, as I have none.
Yeah.
I have no
Really
use for
smell
one.
that bad, guys.
On a scale of 1 to 100, I would say you are at a 97. You are quite ripe.
He just starts licking himself like a cat.
Yeah, you look
So you
over,
just,
there's like your blood,
Absolutely.
there's Numlock's oil, probably Enigmar's blood. Like, you're covered in blood of a lot of different creatures at this point. And wolves, stuff like that. And even
Vampires.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of my own. Keep going down.
Yeah,
When's
that
the last
too.
time you took a bath, dude?
Do you remember when we got offered to take a bath? And it was when we fought some things, and they had like wine, and then we brought a pebble. And
That's
Oh,
literally
yeah.
the last time we got to
At the
bathe.
winery. 4 days ago.
yeah, well, everybody else bathed and I didn't. So before that,
Oh my.
Before we even got to Barovia.
So you guys bathe a little bit, freshen up, and the guards escort you through the town of Valaki, and you sort of go kind of this south end of the town, and you approach a very beautiful home. Gated fence, looks like it's 3 stories. You can see a little bit of like split leveling. Reagan was pretty spot on with his assessment that you wouldn't necessarily call anything a peak. And before you enter the Burgomaster's mansion, I think that's where we're going to call the session this evening.
Before we call the session, can we roll a D100 to see how much stink we got off Hobokinn?
Yeah.
It's just ingrained.
am I rolling the stink?
No, I am.
I was going to say,
got this.
whoever is assisting in getting rid of the odor.
So we got you down to a 62?
No, I was going to say you took 62, so you probably got him down to like a 30-something.
Oh, good.
So,
He smells of lavender and armpit.
yeah, it's just if you're within, real close vicinity, there's a musk that is probably just stuck to him at this point.
Like, I imagine that we scrubbed really, really hard and still couldn't get anything out.
An air of perpetual stink.
Yes. But yes, we will dinner with the Baron Vargo next week.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bless you.
As I
Bless you.
sneeze my brains out real quick.
Now, remember, we have to do like a 10-minute outro.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the ending screen up for a little bit. as we get caught up.
I'll pull the stream back up and see where we're at.
But we'll go through and see what you guys got going on, if there's anything in particular. And Biggles, if you want to start, if you know for sure when you're going to get back to streaming.
I return to streaming on Monday, and it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern instead of the normal 9 p.m. Eastern that we usually go. And I'm going to have special guests on, like Lethal Lightning. So we're going to get like a good amount of people on the panel, and we're going to fight over who's the best girls in anime. Some get to choose who's the waifus, and some get to choose who they like the most.
Okay.
So that should be fun. And then we're going to talk about like all the shows that are going on right now and what we're watching and why we like them and why we don't like them. And then next Friday, I will also be doing my the ramblings of Biggles, where I'm just going to completely bitch about the Mets sucking ass. The Mets gave up a grand slam like at the very beginning of the stream, and I just shut it off, and I was like, "Fuck the Mets suck."
God.
So you can watch me suffer next Friday and Monday. So have fun, you guys, and hopefully you guys come check it out.
Yeah. Anthony, you got anything interesting going on this week?
Every Wednesday, 8/7 Central, I'll be here. And with the Mets losing, the last time that I called you, Mr. Biggles, My phone was like, "Oh, you like the Mets?" and then kept showing me the scores, and all I saw was Mets loss, Mets loss, Mets loss, Mets loss. So I had to go into the app, manually remove that I follow the Mets, so it never showed me that again.
Nice.
That's actually
That's just things
hilarious.
all the time.
That's funny. And Moss, what about you? I know you got show ended recently, and
Yeah. So Avenue Studios, Nova Beasts, that had a very climactic ending last week, and we're doing a little bit of an epilogue tomorrow evening. So I think that'll be interesting. I like epilogues.
yeah, it belongs
Like
to
I've never been a part of one. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Jacob's Ladder every week. Also Strange Aeons every week, and Massive Neolathatep every week, and Saturday morning map making every week. And yeah, that's yeah. Oof. I'm busy. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I'm busy too, and not for wanting to be on this channel more, which should be coming up, since I think my schedule is going to leave me with a lot of nights free, which is fun. But also on the flip side of that, I am now in charge of getting catering going. So there's just a whole lot of things going on. But the nice thing is catering doesn't go till midnight, so I don't have to be there late. So I will hopefully get a little bit more of a structured schedule and be able to do some more fun stuff on the channel, whether it's live or some other videos of things. But yeah, you can catch me here, of course, Wednesdays, and then when I pop into other places when I can. But we appreciate you guys here. Hang out, like the stream, give us that comment. That helps us out a lot as we are inching our way to 300. I think we're 291 right now in subs. Mm-hmm. So we're getting there. We are inching our way, and we will we'll be there before you know it, and we'll just be able to do all kinds of fun stuff. But with that, appreciate everybody watching this evening, and we'll catch you next week.
Bye, everyone.